I'm Josh Light with PoliticIt.com. I'm here with Virgil Goode, who is the nominee for the Constitutional Party for president. How are you doing today, Virgil?
Doing well, Josh. It's great to be in Utah again.
Thank you for coming. So talk about some of the issues that you're running for in this race.
Several main issues. First issue, follow the Constitution. If we follow the Constitution, our government would be much more limited. Balance the budget now. Following the Constitution would help in balancing the budget. We've got to reduce our national debt of $16 trillion and not have a deficit. I also support jobs. The way we could help jobs the best is to totally eliminate illegal immigration and reduce legal immigration, such as having a moratorium on so many green cards admittances to the United States. What that does, people come in with a green card. Last year, 1.2 million were issued. These people take jobs that should go to U.S. citizens. We need to put U.S. citizens first. And lastly, I support term limits.
And what separates you from your competitors in this race?
Well, first of all, in the jobs area, neither of them are for the moratorium on green cards that I have advocated. That would enhance our unemployment situation, but most importantly, it would give jobs to U.S. citizens. Jobs in the United States should go first to United States citizens, not to persons from other countries. That's a big distinction. I am for balancing the budget now, not 10 years down the road.
And what other things are you thinking about to stimulate the economy?
One, we need to repeal Obamacare. That is a drain on small businesses. They are scared of the various regulations that accompany it. So repealing that would help small businesses. We also need to reduce regulations. But one of the things that we can do without having to get the votes to do that is end so much green card immigration into the United States. Green cards are passports to jobs anywhere in this country and doing most any kind of job. And they're taking jobs from U.S. citizens. And if we end illegal immigration, that would save more jobs for U.S. citizens. I know in Southside Virginia, most of the roofing jobs are now done by crews who I'm told are primarily illegal. Very few U.S. citizens are doing those jobs now.
And what about foreign policy?
Well, I believe we should follow the Constitution. We should not become engaged in foreign wars unless Congress, as provided in the Constitution, declares war. Being involved in Libya shouldn't be at the direction of the UN. It should be at the direction of Congress if they declare war.
And what about the deficit?
The deficit, the Democratic budget was $1.3 billion in deficit. That's Obama's budget. The Republican budget is $600 billion in deficit, and they haven't identified all of their cuts yet. We've got to submit a budget with no deficit, and that would be painful, but you've got to do that in order to have a balanced budget and reduce the debt.
And how do you plan to do that? How do you plan to balance that budget?
Well, you have to cut across the board. I wouldn't cut veterans' benefits, but I would cut agriculture. I'd eliminate totally No Child Left Behind, take the federal government out of secondary education, reduce the Department of Commerce. We'd have to cut defense too. You've got to cut across the board. I'd totally defund the National Endowment for the Arts, eliminate totally any funding for Planned Parenthood, no funding for public radio and TV. They're going to have to get by on advertising.
And what about on Facebook? We noticed that you have a pretty strong following, but some individuals on Facebook were concerned that that you might be the spoiler in the race in Virginia with Mitt Romney. What do you have to say to that?
Oh, we're going to get votes from Republicans, and we're going to get votes from Democrats. There are a lot of Democrats in Virginia that will never vote a Republican ticket, but they would vote for me. And by the time the election rolls around on November 6th, I'm hoping there are enough Americans across this country that said, hey, we're fed up with Tweedledum and Tweedledee. We're going to stand for the grassroots candidate that's not controlled by big money, and that's Virgil Goode. He's our man, and he's going to be the appropriate one to be the president of the United States.
And how's that campaign going so far?
Well, we're working hard. We are here in Utah today. Tomorrow we move on to Nevada. Then we go to California on Friday evening. and then we will be back in southern Nevada on Monday, and then we'll go to New Mexico, so then to Louisiana.
And how's the fundraising going?
Well, my donations are limited to $200 and no PAC donations. If we get $1,000 a week, we're lucky.
And we have some questions from some individuals that we've solicited in various social networks. And this one comes from Patrick Powers. Patrick Powers says he's wondering how you reconcile natural rights theory with the constitutional party's insistence that they can legitimately ban things like unhealthy habits, paid sex, and voluntary exchange of nude pictures and videos.
Well, I can tell you, I'm not for the nude pictures of pornography any place. I'm for traditional marriage. I'm not a supporter of gay marriage or gay civil unions. So I just disagree with Patrick.
All right, thanks for meeting with us today.
All right, thank you, Josh.